When you're going through the education process and certification and coursework to become a school leader, it's really just the broadest based overview that you might possibly need. And once you get into the work, you realize the depth of understanding you need in all of these different areas of school administration and leadership, from school finance to culture. And then once you get into the academic areas, you learn quickly that you will never be the full expert in those elements of them.
We noticed that a significant number of our students didn't have the basic foundational skills for reading, and this is something we noticed at the high school level, and we couldn't really figure out, well, how do we get these students to the place that they need to be without some additional learning for us and our staff. Our district had a partnership with Root that was multi-year, so we received services from them on how to implement best practices in the science of reading. We utilized some programs prior to Root Literacy that was a one-size-fits-all program for students, and we weren't seeing growth.
The way that Root Literacy design stands out is by having a really personalized, intentional approach. There's an opportunity for flexibility and intentionality around the people that are in front of us on that day.
We learned more about how to support students with the foundational skills that they'll need. We learned how to do additional screenings to figure out who actually does need this support versus who doesn't. And I think we learned a tremendous amount as a school community about some of the practices related to the science of reading.
A big part of how their lives will be different is this connection and community, and just the ability to have somebody that you can call that isn't entrenched in your district's politics, to build within the cohort these connections for one another, to say we're on a similar journey even though these elements of our experience are different.
And we have a cohort of teachers now that have extensive training in the science of reading and are now implementing interventions to our students who are struggling the most with their reading skills.
You need as many people pulling together in the same direction as possible, and that's what it takes for literacy transformation.